Kyrie, and welcome to Parsing John. Today we are in chapter 1, verse 49, starting a new page of this paragraph. I believe we have got... Actually, this might... Yeah, verse 51, this is the last page of this paragraph. This is our rubric, everything that we're looking for as we go through this text. I'm going to make sure that we properly identify things, unlike I did for verse 46. Again, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get started with our Greek. Apekrithe autoi Nathanael Rabbi su ho huios tu theu, su basileus tu Israel. And that's as far as we're going to go today. Now, the very first word in verse 49 is something that we saw in verse 48. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that page, put it right here. Where did it go? Apekrithe and apekrithe, the exact same things between these two. So rather than parse this again, since I have this in the very last verse, I'm going to ignore that and just translate it. This is normally be a time-saving thing for us penniless, not actually penniless, but effectively penniless translators. Answered. Autoi, you've also seen right before that in this very same clause right there, so I'm not going to parse that either. To him, and it's going to be capitalized since Jesus was a previous speaker, Nathanael here as our subject, indeclinable. Jesus will be the referent of this demonstrative. All right, I believe we are now done with this. I'm going to put that back where I found it, and we can get just to this paper right here. Nathanael answered, and I put to him because this is the indirect object. However, it doesn't sound very good in English, so I'm going to cross that out. Nathanael answered him. Direct discourse now. Rabbi. Rabbi is not a native Greek word, but since it's set off by a comma here, I've got su immediately after it. We can assume that this is the vocative form. I believe it is spelled the same way in English. Rabbi, comma. Su is nominative, singular, and we don't really have a genitive because all of the genders use the same forms. You, a from a, me, a, and then I don't remember the third person singular form. Oh well. Second singular present, active, indicative. You are ho huios, nominative singular masculine. Tu is a different case, so this ends that one. The son. Tu theu we've seen before many times. Genitive singular masculine of the God, comma. Su again, so I'm just going to pull this over. You. A again as our verb, so I'm going to just pull this one over again. Are. Basileus is our noun. Epsilon, upsilon, sigma there tells us nominative, singular, masculine. Su, since it's our subject, this is going to be predicate just like huios was predicate. This means king. To Israel. Israel is not a native Greek word, so it doesn't decline. To, clearly there was genitive and the article referring to it, so those two go together, and it tells us its form. It's going to be genitive, singular, and it could be masculine or neuter. That is uncertain due to the nature of this article. Speaking of which, ho, very, very poorly done. Ada, sorry. Let's try that again. There we go. Hey, to, of the Israel. And that ends our verse, apekrithe, which is going to be the same thing as that. Looks like it starts a new clause. That means our direct statement is finished. And that is verse 49. Let's take a look at it in its own context. Nathanael answered him, Rabbi, you are the son of the God. You are king of the Israel. And now let's take a look at it in its greater context from verse 43. This is going to take a while. Sorry. On the next day, he wished to have gone into the Galilee, and he finds Philip, and says to him, and Jesus says to him, "Follow me." But Philip was from Bethsaida, from the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip finds the Nathanael, and he says to him, "What Moses wrote in the law, and what the prophets wrote, we have found Jesus the son of the Joseph, the one from Nazareth." And Nathanael said to him, "Is anything able from Nazareth to be good?" Philip says to him, "Come and see or know." The Jesus saw the Nathanael coming toward him, and says concerning him, "See, truly Israelite, in whom deceit is not." Nathanael says to him, "Whence do you know me?" Jesus answered and said to him, "Before Philip called you," articular infinitive, "I saw you being under the fig tree." Or, if we wanted to say it a different way, while you it's going to be were, so this is going to be present historic, if you will, under the fig tree. Nathanael answered him, "Rabbi, you are the Son of the God. You are King of the Israel." Sorry, I stumbled over that article. And there we go. That's everything up in context all the way to here. The very last thing we would want to do is take a look at any proper nouns that are by themselves without an article to definitively articulate them. As we take a look at this, there are only two, Nathanael and Rabbi. But since Rabbi is vocative, it doesn't count. You do not use articles with the vocative. So Nathanael is the only one, and we already know that there's only one Nathanael, or there's only one Nathanael that has ever been mentioned before now being in this situation. So straight off the bat, we should know indefinite articles would not work here. Only one Nathanael. Indefinite article implies more than one. No sense. Nevertheless, a Nathanael answered him, or Nathanael answered him. From all the context before now, from 43 on, indefinite article doesn't make sense. Hasn't before, still doesn't. No other proper noun in here other than Israel, and Israel has an article with it, so we don't need to bother with that. And there is only one Israel, so that even wouldn't be an issue. Thank you very much, again, for tolerating me. Thank you for watching these videos. And I hope taking a look at this verse in all of its context has been helpful for you, and I hope you continue to stay with me as we finish this chapter. We have got 2 verses left. We're very, 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 very close. I hope you have a very good day. Farewell.